zone. I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Carr. Throw right side going to be caught by Water. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The kick by Carlson is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. There he goes left side. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. From one end zone to the other. 101 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get a footy, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Well,
competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, Their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Carr. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just on the
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard.
the keeper. He was taken down by Chandler Jones. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it, and they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
They'll try to pick up the first one, and it's a fumble, and the Raiders pick it up. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't good. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks.
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it's no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Herbert now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
This is taken around the 12. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a play fake. Carr. 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 11-yard line.
Again, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To throw, it's Carr. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger...
And now here's another interception. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there.
He's got a man, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Abdullah's going to stay put, and to 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, the football comes out. Jacobs lost it. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. They're calling it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him. why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Khalil Mack buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. They got 29 yards that time. Throwing on first down is Carr. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Carr. And this is Carr. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. This defense, Charles, come up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either.
Touchdown, Raiders! 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get a bit closer. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw his car. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next to score, Raiders 34, Chargers 27.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, he'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Get down!
Throwing now is Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, Where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what?
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Carr now to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability. And a sack resulted.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 86 yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Carr to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. He's got room at the 30. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
From his own end zone, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
Now a give running left is Eckler. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From down near his goal line here, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. A solid stiff arm. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. From the 30 on 2nd down. Herbert finding Allen. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
And the Chargers first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle with Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those. Herbert going to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Throwing, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins, and a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments.